Everyone put ISM onto the At the Bench update. So, as you can see, my Jack Russell Milo, not too impressed there. Didn't want to play ball, but hey, we did it. As you can see, the Caterham's all done. Tamiya's 12 scale Caterham finished at last. I can't remember when I started. I think it was back in January.
Yeah, no.
I had a break for a few months and come back. Thought I had loads of work done, and I had less than a week's worth of work. Less than a week. So very happy about that. It's an expensive kit. They bought around £300, between 3 and 340 or whatever it is. Not a cheap kit at all, but it's literally like building your own little mini kit car. It really is. Big thanks to Brian Windmill. Thank you very much, mate. He bought me this as a present. I'm still baffled as to why he did it. But he did. Very generous, mate. And there you go. All finished. Really good. Got a little bit of video, which we'll go around and have a look at in a minute. I've got some stills as well I took yesterday. So have a little chat and look at those. But what a great kit.
I don't like
So
it.
glad I chose that colour. I went a bit different from the usual green. Nothing wrong with the green, but most of them seem to be green. Added the red belts, added a few switches, changed a few colours here and there. There's a few things I want to change I'll probably get to over time. But for now it's finished. There's a few things I don't quite know at this moment in time how to do it. So I'm going to research into that a bit more and we'll probably rectify them at a later date. But as we are now, I'm very happy. I'm also missing the oil filter. I have no idea where it went. So I'm either going to have to scratch build one or source a replacement from Tamiya, which will probably be an entire sprue. It's a bit of a nightmare. So yeah, I'll probably end up scratch building one, but other than that, great kit. Very happy with it. Like I said, I've got some video we'll have a look at in a second. I've got a load of pictures I took last night as well. But such a good kit, such fun to do. Even just silly things like putting the wheels on with 4 little nuts and the wheel brace. Great, absolutely great little touch. So highly recommend that one. Now,
Thumper.
the other 12 scale kit I've got, and I really would like to build, and I'm putting off for a long, long time. I've got Tamiya's 12 scale McLaren MP4-6, which you can't get anymore. It's fetching silly money on eBay secondhand, over £250 now in places. And I've got about 350 quid's worth of top studio extras. Literally everything they make for it, I've got for it, and it'll make a phenomenal model. I'm a big Ayrton Senna fan. And when he died, I basically stopped watching Formula One. Wasn't a huge fan of it back then, but I liked Ayrton. Liked him as a driver, and yeah, it was a sad loss to the motor and all that. So yeah, I'd like to build this car in his honour, kind of, and I've wanted to build it for a long time. It's about a £500 project, really heavy. It cost a lot of money, and it's been in my stash for at least 2 or 3 years now, and I kind of like to start it. It's an even bigger project than the Caterham. And I think it's going to take me quite some time to do, which you'll see when I go through the detail upset what I mean. It's phenomenal. Literally phenomenal. I've got like 5 or 6 £70 detail upsets for nearly every section of it, and the detail is just absolutely amazing. So I can't wait to do that. I need to get this document out of the way. Thankfully, this is one major piece of backlog gone. Off my shoulders, done. So all we're left with now, backlog, is the Dotty Mate, which I'm happy to plod along on, and the Marlboro YZR 500, which I'll get to. Now, what I'm going to work on next, I'm not sure. Today, I'm tidying up in it. It looks like a bomb set. I've been taking some promo pictures for UMP. I've got UMP crap all over there. I've got stuff from the car. I've got the massive box to go through, throw away anything I don't need, put all the aftermarket I put in there back away. I just have a general tidy up in here. Probably go back to the bike. I don't know. Kind of fancy doing another car. I really don't know. I'm just that relieved to get that done. I didn't think I'd get it done that quick. I thought I had at least a few more weeks' work, but I absolutely flew through it. I think all the sub-assemblies had already done and the painting and everything. It just sped up the entire process at the end. So, yeah, have to get it done. What am I going to work on next? I'm not totally sure. Today I'm going to tidy up, get this bench update out, and I might, and it makes sense to that decal video, I think, so maybe I'll plod on with that later on this afternoon, but that's that. So try not waffle too much, if we can. Yeah, now, somebody asked the other day about seeing my bike stash. I meant to put in the other video the other day. I completely forgot. I think, off the top of my head, was it Jamie? Was it you, Jamie Garvin? forget now. Somebody has to see it though. It's there, but I got a picture the other day and totally forgot to put it up. So I'll put it up in this. Hopefully it'll go there or here, wherever it goes. And I'll remember to put it up. So there you go. There's my bike stash. As you can see, I've got 2 of a lot of them, 3 of some. Mainly for the decals. If I haven't got 2 of the kit, I've got spare decals for them. I've got quite a extensive decals collection for the bikes now as well. The car decals is just nuts at the minute. But as you can see, good collection of all Tamiya's MotoGP bikes. These are the bikes that interest me. There's not really much there that I'm after anymore. I wouldn't mind the O2 Repsol Honda. I did have it and I got rid of it, and I kind of regret selling it now. That's about it. So my bike collecting's kind of stopped. And the cars, I'm not really finding anything car-wise at the minute I'm interested in. I kind of come to a bit of a wall. So yeah, I don't know what's going on buying-wise. But I'm happy, and as you see, my bike collection is awesome. I love my bikes, and I want to build more of them, and I plan to. So there you go. Whoever asked that, I'm pretty sure it was Jamie, off the top of my head. I forget. I've been a bit lax in answering back comments like that. I do apologise. I'm going to go back and answer them later on today. I've just been busy, either at home or modelling. It just saps your day. Before you know it, your day's gone. I'm in here at like 9. It's 9:30 now. I've been here since 10 to 9, and before you know it, it's 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon, and the afternoon's gone. Then I'm in here overnight modelling away with all the guys. It's a long day. I know it's a hard life, isn't it? But it is. It's a long day, and it's at this Caterham. So there we go. Took some pictures yesterday. They're not the best. It's not the easiest one to take a picture of, and I couldn't use my normal photo booth either because it wouldn't fit in. So let me try and remember all the details. Right. So the bodywork, all the black pieces, the plastic parts, they were primed in UMP black primer, then base coated in Tamiya TS40 metallic black. They were then clear coated in Pro Range 2K, flatted, compounded, polished, etc. And really nice shine. So happy I chose that colour. I think it's nice, it's subtle, and I am glad I left all the metalwork exposed as well. I was going to polish it up, but I kind of like the brushed aluminium look it's got out the box, so I didn't do a thing really. Just kept it clean, kept any glue off it, any fingerprints, and left it as is. The wheels are the new Mr. Hobby Super Metallic Superfine Silver 2. And great colour, very happy I chose that as well. We added Model Factory Hero seatbelts to it. They weren't cheap, they had another £30 to the kit. The blue ones look good. I don't like the buckles on them. They look too fake, they're too chrome and too thick. That was my main reason for changing them, so I did that. The chrome roll bar was painted in TS40 as well. Let me see. Interior is a mixture of the kit carpet, which is sticky backed, and again some Model Factory Hero stuff that Gary Constable sent me. We added some decal cast switches to the dashboard to add a little bit of interest to it. I did think of carbon in the dashboard, but it had this texture built in, and I knew it would show through, so I decided not to bother and leave it as it was. The seats are sprayed in Mr. Surfacer black. I don't use Mr. Surfacer as a primer, I just use it as a black tone. And it's a very nice satin black, so that looked great. Engine bay, I went a little bit out of what the instructions said. Painted the rocker cover like a gold titanium colour. Added a wash into the top to highlight the Ford logo. I was originally going to do blue HT leads, but the blue wire I had was too thin. I think the red's a little bit too thick, and it's probably something I'll change at a later date. Again, I wanted it to look slightly different than the kit. So I'll probably source some different cable for the HT leads, but they still look good out of the box. One thing I want to change is all these little tanks. You must have a screen wash, there must be a header tank for the coolant, and there's a third one as well, and I'm not sure what it is. It's tucked down the engine. I'm not 100% sure what it is. It looks like a kind of screen wash bottle, so I don't know what it is. What I'd like to do with these, I did paint them originally like an off-white. I added a wash to them. They just didn't look right. What I'd like to do is spray them so they kind of look a bit opaque. And then add coolant to them, so level. Now, my only other thing of thinking is try and source mini containers and make my own and actually fill them with, like a blue resin or whatever to simulate screen wash or antifreeze coolant mix. Again, something I'll change at a later date. Yeah, that's it. Underneath, I'm missing the oil filter, unfortunately. I don't know where it went. It just vanished in the kit. And I will scratch build or source one. But other than that, yeah, I'm happy with how it's turned out. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else to change. There was reverse lights and fog lights for the back. I decided to leave those off. I thought they made it look a bit dated. So I left those off. I got rid of... let me see. I did get rid of some chrome. I can't think what it was now. Nope, totally forgotten. I was going to black out the chrome headlight bezels, but I left those on as well. And I was going to paint the grille black as well. But I think it breaks it up a little bit and looks a bit different. Painted the kit suspension springs red again to add some detail to it. And that's about it, really. So very happy how it turned out. It looks really good. And it looks fantastic in a display case. This will probably come to Telford with me as well. So you can come and have a look at it there. Engine cover is a bit of an iffy fit. I think it needs a bit of adjustment. I have adjusted a little bit, but it just protrudes a bit proud on one side. So again, something I'll rectify later today. Very nice little base that comes with it as well from Tamiya themselves. And yeah, set it off. So there we go. Right, so let's go and have a look at some of the moving components of the kit, because this thing's got moving suspension, workable steering, obviously the engine cover comes off. So I made a little video. We'll go and have a look at that, and I'll do a little bit of a voiceover about it too. Okay, there we go. As you can see, it's on its display base that comes with the kit. This is the back of the base. On the front, there is a plaque. As you can see, the dust inside is an absolute nightmare. They cleaned it out, but it arrived back in there. Steering's fully workable on the steering wheel, which is a very nice touch. Minimum effort as well. Absolutely brilliantly engineered. Some toggle switches added to the dashboard as well from Decal Cast. They look a lot better than the standard ones, as you can see. Model Factory Hero belts are an absolute just work of art. Absolutely love those. Big improvement over the blue ones that come with the kit. Rear suspension fully works, as you can see. As too does the front suspension. Very nice. You see we've got the detail on the front suspension as well. The gaiters, all real rubber. I sprayed the springs in red, sorry. The exhaust I left in the colour that came with the kit. I just de-seamed it all, polished it all up. As you can see, we sprayed the rear roll cage in the same TS40 as the bodywork. Engine cover is a bit of a pig to fit. This is one of the things I need to work on to get it to fit better. As you can see, the engine detail is good inside. A bit of dust in there as well, bit dust. A couple of bits I want to change over time. As I say, those water bottles and containers, what have you, I'd like to do something with. But for the most part, I'm happy with it. I would like to change out those HT leads as well, because I think they're a little bit overscale for the kit. But nice engine bay, it looks good. Glad I chose that gold colour for the rocker cover and filled in the Ford logo with some panel line wash as well. The TS40's come out really nice. The 2K is nice. It's polished up well. As you can see underneath, all the working rear differential, the bottom of the engine. Sadly, we're missing the oil filter, but we will fix that at a later date. All the rear suspension, anti-roll bars, highly detailed kit, the ladder chassis, everything in there. I say ladder chassis, the chassis. All the aluminium bodywork, absolutely stunning. It really is an absolutely beautiful kit. Right, there we go. So that's it. Very happy how that turned out. Like I say, a few things I want to change. I'll get to them when I want to. I just wanted to get, not if finished, it wasn't a rush to get it done. Just some things, the wire I'm going to have to source, find the correct size. And those header bottles, screen wash bottles, I'm not sure what to do there. Did just think of painting the line of it on. It just don't look right. It needs an opaque, be able to see through it as you can on a real coolant screen wash bottle. So I need to figure that out. If I find life size, one 12 scale substitutes for it, that'd be great. That could actually fill with stuff. Which I have to have a look. Like I said, it's something I want to research and have a look into. But the rest of it, I'm pretty much happy with. And I've got to source that oil filter as well. I don't know what I'm going to do there. Probably scratch build it. There we go. So, hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much, Brian. Excellent build. Really enjoyed that, mate. And here's to figuring out what to build next. There we are. So, as always, if you've got any comments or questions, pop them in down below. I will answer you back. I'm going to go back and answer the backlog that's there as well. I do apologise for being a little bit lazy lately. As always, check out International Scale Modeler Facebook page and forum. Check out the Live the Bench page, the Off Air Hangout group, my Paul ISM Facebook page as well, and check out umpretail.com, myself and Lee's business. Loads of new stuff in, some new 3D printed stuff in stock as well. There's an offer on the Minions until Friday. They're 50% off, half price. And there's some other offers due out as well, and some new products due out in the near future. Quite good. Very excited about these. And thankfully, hopefully our airbrush and primer should be back in stock in the next couple of weeks. I believe it's on the way, so it should be sooner, to be honest. Hopefully. I know there's a lot of people waiting, and we appreciate that. We are sorry for the delay. And there we are. Thanks for watching today. I'll catch you all next time. Take care. Bye-bye.